Next question in the mailbag. This one from Z Farles himself.
You can't ask your own question.
I'm listing these bad boys right here.
Okay.
These are my top 5 MUT tight ends. I'm talking number 1, signature Tony Gonzalez. Gibbs has not let me use him, but he looks really good.
Not letting you use him.
88 speed, 99 route running, 96 spec. And there's nobody better, right?
No one better in the game.
Number 2.
Currently at tight end, yes, guys, yes, we can get it. You can put a wide receiver there. But if you're talking ponying up and having the best tight end in the game, it's this Tony Gonzalez.
Number 2, most feared Gronk. Him and Jimmy Graham, I felt like were somewhat changeable. They're both huge. Both have good spec. Gronk's a little bit much stronger. I think that most feared has 90 strength. So I like that. Have you used the Jimmy Graham?
I have used the Jimmy Graham. He does Jimmy Graham things where like he just drops the ball.
So yeah.
He drops it. Like I don't know. I don't know. I've had that problem with that Jimmy Graham item for the past 2 years, right? So that's my concern with him.
The reason I have Mercedes Lewis 3 on there is because I think he's the best overall run blocker. So obviously Lee Smith has higher strength in run block. Vance McDonald probably higher strength in run block. Heath Miller is actually really good with strength in run block. There's a lot of good players out there, but what I'm saying is Mercedes Lewis, if you need a all-around run blocker who can do a little bit of everything, plus he's much less expensive, you can definitely pick him up in the lineup. He's a pretty decent seasons vet. He's actually pretty expensive still, but not super, super expensive. Number 5, I've got road to the playoffs, Ladarius Green. The 90 Kelsey does block very well also. Ladarius Green, road to the playoffs, 92 speed, fastest tight end in the game, plus really, really good spec. Terrible route running, but he's going to be, he's 3,000 coins, and he's got drag. He's got a little bit of everything. So these would be kind of my 5. I know the Ladarius and the Mercedes are different options, but that's what I like. So if you guys have thoughts in the chat or in the comments, let me know who your top guys are. But definitely the Gonzalez. I personally run a Sharp brother there, so I can't.
Falls Sheer 716 says no love for MVP Charles Clay. Shaking my head.
I saw Charles Clay. I definitely saw Charles Clay. He's very expensive. He has really high. He does not have really high route running, but he does have really good run block. I looked at him. I definitely looked at him. He's up there. He's in the top 8. Not cracking the top 5. Not for a specific role. I think he's kind of too similar to some of the other guys I had on there. Like I almost didn't put Graham and Gronk because I feel like, you got one, you're gonna throw some specs to him. So I don't know. All right, here we go. Next question in the mailbag. This one from NC Sauce. Do you have any thoughts on the tight ends? Anything you want to add?
No. I like the idea of a Barnage. Like tight ends are a tough position for me to like really want to go out and spend the coin on because I look at him like Tony Gonzalez, best tight end in the game. He's still 88 speed. So like he's never really going to be like that true game breaker. He's going to be solid. He's going to be great. But can Gary Barnage do just about what he can do?
6'6",
lower route running.
Yes,
route running you also have the ability to put wide receivers in at tight end. So I think for MUT at least. So like. I think the value of tight end, while it's important, like you can manage it and get around some of the higher end like players for tight ends.
Right.
So I would say like if you're a budget guy or you're budget conscious, like tight end could be a position that you could avoid spending a lot of coin on.
All right, next question in the mailbag. This one's from NC Sauce. Is the comeback route